Afternoon. We are live here with college football 26. We are getting ready to hit the road and head out of Ann Arbor to Lincoln, Nebraska. We will be on the road for weeks number 7 and number 8. We will be heading first to Lincoln to face the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And then after that, we will be heading to Lexington, Kentucky to face the Kentucky Wildcats. That is where we are headed at this very moment. So we are the number 9 team in the country. We are facing the number 16 Cornhuskers on the road. Nebraska is 5-1 overall, 2-1 in Big Ten play, and we are 4-1 overall, 3-1 in Big Ten play. As we will, like I said, we will hit the road. It's gonna be an interesting test. We are the game of the week. It's at the top 20 matchup. You got a top 10 team versus the top 20 team in a conference. It's going to be a good game for sure. It's going to be a good game for sure. And we are going to be looking forward to getting a win over Nebraska. That's what we're looking forward to. So let's hit the field. It's Nebraska. It's Michigan. It's Big Ten football, the way God intended.
Welcome to one of the top matchups on this week's slate. Conference rivals, each coming in ranked in the top 25. Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of some of the most loyal fans in the sport. Memorial Stadium, home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the national champions from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway.
All right, so we are dealing with some windy conditions. 17-mile-an-hour winds, 57 degrees here in Lincoln. And we're going to start on defense. Here is the kick. It is into the end zone. It will be a touchback. And Nebraska will start with the football.
The Cornhuskers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup.
And a wide receiver matchup between Matlock and Joseph Butt.
Do each other in the showdown today.
Let's take a quick second here to familiarize ourselves with what we're looking at here. So Nick Lockridge is the starting quarterback for Nebraska. He is a sophomore from Fairburn, Georgia. His backup is also a sophomore, Alex Merling. He is from Glendale, Arizona. And then the third quarterback they are carrying on the roster is David Homer from Irvington, New Jersey. He is a freshman. And then they have a freshman that they are redshirting, I'm assuming, and Trent Collier from New York. So Lockridge is going to be the starting quarterback for Nebraska. The starting tailback is Barry Gilman. He is a junior from Firth, Nebraska. And then it'll be Alan Chang from Aurora, Colorado will be backing him up. So we'll familiarize ourselves a little bit with who we're looking at. Defense will take over after the touchback, and Nebraska gets their first possession, and they get on the board quickly, taking a 7-0 lead as Lockridge hit Max Peel for a 14-yard touchdown after hitting Joshua McDowell for a 15-yard pass on the previous play. So Nebraska has themselves a lead early. Michigan has a hole to dig out of. We will start with the ball at the 25-yard line. And here we go. Drive number 1 underway.
Energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Echo gets the carry. He gets 3.
Maybe on midseason, they both earned their spot in the rankings. We expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these
And Echo finds a hole. He is moving. He's past midfield. He gets up to the 48. As unfortunately, a injury timeout is being used, as Tobias Fournette was on the ground. We'll have to wait to see what kind of injury we're looking at for Fournette. I don't assume it to be anything good, but I don't know. Handoff to Echo. Finds some running room. He gets 5.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get
2nd and 5 from the 43. Here is another handoff. Echo finds a hole, gets the first down up to the 36. So Fournette is going to be out for a little while with a foot sprain. Reggie Driver is going to take over. Here's another handoff. They were running blitz. He gets a little bit of a block. Gets 2, and unfortunately, he is going to come up injured. So Ontario Bulaga will step in. It looks like it's going to be some kind of chest injury. I don't think it's going to be rib related, but it's going to be chest related. Our first pass of the game, we're going to throw it. Matlock makes the catch, makes a move, gets the first. He's down at 24. And they're going to say bruised ribs for Echo. We're going to go ahead. We're going to bring Bulaga in. And we're going to let Bulaga start taking the bulk of the carries for... Oh, and that did not go well.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw
that was bad.
The quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could
tell that wasn't good either.
That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
We're looking at 3rd down and 14.
Go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long.
He almost made the catch, but he couldn't hang on. We're looking at a 45-yard field goal.
But the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the kick is up. It is good. Michigan gets on the board. 3 points is better than nothing. It didn't go the way we wanted, but something is better than nothing. So we are ahead. We are down 7-3 in Nebraska. A 9-play drive that went 47 yards in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And we're going to be looking to give them the ball back. Another touchback, and Nebraska will start at the 25.
bring the football.
Hopefully we can do a better job this time. I hope. All right, so let's see what the Nebraska offense does for drive number 2. Drive number 2 goes a little bit more in our way. We get a stop, and we get a 12-yard punt return by Tyquan Camper, as we will start with the ball at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field.
Eckel, we're going to pull him out.
Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it.
Quick throw.
Sure hands.
And Ware makes the catch. He got 5.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead.
Bulaga is in the backfield as Eckel
If that defense starts to creep up,
is going to be out for a little bit, dealing with the ribs. Bulaga gets the first down up to the 31-yard line.
They're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you've got so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Excuse me. Shit. And we're going to take the counter play. Bulaga gets 9, gets up to the 23.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense.
We're looking at 2nd and 1 at the 23.
Up the playbook. You can continue to run.
We're going to run the counter again. Bulaga going to take the carry. He's going to move. The guard that pulled missed his block entirely. And, well,
Boy, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts. If the offense comes back with a counter play, if you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big
Stewart
play.
gets the catch on the RPO. He got 4. Helps us out. Looking at 2nd and 6.
About the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting.
Coming across. Oh, the defender.
In the middle of that field.
He made a good play on that one. That one.
And here comes the
He read that one. It was gap sound.
This defense can make a big red zone stop.
Throw to the tight end. He makes the catch. We are right down at the goal line. 1st and goal from the 1. Bulaga will be looking to punch this thing in. And he's going to get it in. Michigan gets the touchdown and takes the lead from Nebraska. 9-7 with the extra point to come.
That you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here. As they
Terius Bulaga just rumbles in, gets in, and then gets knocked right out. But we're in. That's all that matters.
And now here comes the point after attempt.
And the extra point is up. It is good. 8 plays, 51 yards, 2:57 off the clock. Reggie Driver is injured on the play, elbow bursitis. Damn. That poor offensive line can't seem to catch a freaking break. And here comes the kick again. It is in and out of the end zone. Well, nope. Caught at the very edge. 25-yard line. Nebraska looking to put together a drive. And they do, but they end up having to punt it away. We get a touchback to open quarter number 2. We have the ball at the 20. 9.5 minutes to go. We are flipping this play.
First down, looking to throw the ball.
Yeah, throw the screen out.
Screen pass.
Ulaga takes it, gets a block, gets a cut, gets a first, down to the 33.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here. And the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
First down and 10.
We're going to run the ball here, and Ulaga gets a yard, so that didn't go too well.
Does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down.
Threw it out the receiver. He makes the catch. First down at the 44.
Getting closer to midfield now. The Wolverines with first and 10 here.
Ulaga takes a handoff. He got 4. He got caught by the edge guy. He got some yards.
Pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wide end.
Throw caught. First down, 45. That was Stewart with the catch. His third on the day.
He's got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Ooh, that one got knocked away, and the tight end, unfortunately, wasn't able to make a play on the ball.
Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line.
Throw to Matlock. He's coming across. He gets 9 as he gets tackled at the 36.
Comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow.
Looking at 3rd and 1. And Ulaga got the first down up to the 35.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We don't have a backup center.
Going to throw it on first down.
Throws to the tight end. He's going to get about 8.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth.
Second
making
and
sure
2.
Everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher
Stewart
for this
coming
defense.
across in motion.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And we got a yard. 3rd and 1.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Handoff. Ulaga gets it, and he's down at the 22. First and 10 at the 22. Michigan moving the ball efficiently.
And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short.
And son of a bitch. And that one was thrown behind the tight end, unfortunately. And that one's going to be a Nebraska turnover. So Nebraska will start with the ball at the 25, 5 minutes to go. Stephen Watt with the interception. We get a stop. We get the ball at the 44 as they pretty much pissed away their attempt, which I can say this, thank God they did, because it would have been bad for me had they not pissed away their attempt and actually gotten something out of it.
Ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Off the play fake on first down.
Well, I was trying to get outside, but I ran into trouble.
Living up to the lofty expectations of what you think when you think about Nebraska and linebacker play. Not just stuck in the run, but the ability to
come on.
over the years.
Offense facing 3rd down after the incompletion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to scramble.
It's tight end. Only got 2. Honestly, it was better than nothing.
And the Wolverines will send their punt team onto the field.
There is the punt. It is away. The fair caught it at the 19. All right, 3:10 to go. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. So, well, they gave up the football. And Emmett Coffey took it back to the house for a touchdown. And we are about to go up 17-7 because of that. Kick is up. It is good. 17-7. 2:40 to go in the half. That was our second takeaway. And the first one that turned into a touchdown. So we're going to kick it off. Offense didn't even have to touch the field. And we've got a 10-point lead. Ow! Goes down at the 13. So 2 takeaways. And we're going to be looking to maybe get a third. Maybe. Who knows? And we will get the ball back at the 44. 1:26 to go in the half. They had to punt it away. And let's see what we can put together.
So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime.
Ulaga finds a hole, gets the first down, he gets more. He's up to the 35. 62 yards on the ground on 10 carries. And Ontarius Ulaga showing it's good to have depth.
When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this,
when it comes to the running back situation,
psyche and their confidence, and you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Handoff. Ulaga goes up the middle for 2.
Hey, it's a great job.
And we're getting the ball back to begin the second half. I don't need to score anything. I just need to play. I just need to play.
Stick with it.
I just need to play keep away with the clock.
They'll run it from the gun.
Laga up the middle. Looking at 3rd and 2. 30 seconds to go. We don't need to snap the ball, which I'm thinking not.
It's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
I mean, I might snap it just to try and see if we get the first down.
Running play called on 3rd.
We do. And we're moving. We're at the 18. 10 seconds to go. We got 1 timeout left.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time.
We're going to make a throw.
Just time for a couple plays before the half.
Well, this will be the last
Here comes
play.
From the red zone. Looking for his back.
Ooh, that one got knocked away. So we're looking at. We are going into halftime. Score is 17-7. Michigan with the lead. We've only allowed 130 yards, 1 sack. The 2 turnovers is the key for us because we turned one of those into a defensive touchdown.
Anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now they look like cue balls.
All right, so we're going to start half number 2 with the ball.
That said, let's get back to the
Here
field.
comes
Our
the
guys
kickoff,
looking to start the second half.
and it will be into the end zone. It will be a touchback. We will take the ball at the 25 to begin the half number 2. So quarter number 3 is going to get off to a start.
Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the 3rd quarter.
Throw. Oh, the tight end couldn't get it.
Second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Yeah, I was just trying to throw that ball away. I did not want to get killed.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the first half, but needing this crucial conversion right now.
Stewart breaks free.
It's Stewart.
Got a nice spin move. Gets past the 50 to the 49. Income over 100 yards.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
We're going to hand it off to Bulaga. He's going to find his hole. He's going to run. He's going to get the first. Up to the 38. 89 yards on the ground.
Would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now they've tried to make
Bulaga
every adjustment they
makes
can.
the
This
cut.
offense has been very
He
impressive
gets
with the way they're able
5.
to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big
94
yards.
yards
I think they're
right
gaining more
now.
confidence really as this game goes on. I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And here comes the run blitz, and they got him. 2-yard loss.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Matlock
Receiver looks it in.
with the catch.
It's complete.
He's up to the 21.
This in great scoring position now.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them,
Ulaga
taking care of this quarterback.
in
They
the
do it
backfield.
again here on third down.
He's going to
Working
take the
with
hand
that
off,
lead, you know the pressure's
and the
coming,
run blitz
and they
comes
deliver.
in and
Test the middle there, but get nothing.
took him down.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
They'll look to throw it here on second down.
Ooh, threw it out to Bulaga, and that didn't go well. An injury timeout for Nebraska.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try
They
to
played
protect the
that one
quarterback, to give
very
him enough
well.
time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
Bulaga takes it, gets moving, got half of it back. It's 4th and 7. Looking at a 35-yard field goal.
Well, there's just
We're going to
nothing
march
for a
the
quarterback
field
to do
goal
other than
unit
throw
out.
it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some
Here
yards,
comes the kick.
not
It
enough for him
is
to get to
up.
the sticks.
It is good.
We got it. The field goal's good. And they add
And
to the
we
lead.
increase the lead to 20-7.
Kick, everything there perfect to put 3
So
points up
Nebraska
with the offense.
is in a deeper hole. 10 plays, 57 yards, 3:16 off the clock. 3:16. Anyway, 20-7.
Field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Michigan ahead of Nebraska. We're going to kick it off. And the kick is away. It will be returnable.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And
All right.
Nebraska's offense
Defense is
back
going
out
to
on
take
the field.
over. And let's see what the defense does. All right, so things for the offense did not go well. They ended up having to punt the ball away. We take possession at the 31-yard line. 5:29 to go in the third period. Handoff to Balaga. He's going to get 2.
Second and 8.
Looking at 2nd and 8, Balaga with 93.
Wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide.
Tight end with the catch. He makes it 3rd and 1.
Solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up.
That was Zach Lay with the catch.
Now looking at a 3rd and short.
Looking at a option play here. And Income takes the option, gets the first down, and gets down at the 44.
All over the field, do a pretty good job here, keeping it out of the end zone, but he gets enough for the first down.
Balaga takes the handoff, and he got 2.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's
Throw.
probably thinking about
Stewart with the catch, first down to the 45. 5th catch, 43 yards for Stewart.
The Wolverines keep the football on the move.
And, oh, well, that didn't work out.
Losing 3 yards there. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down.
And that's going to be interference.
A lot of contact.
Defensive pass interference on Nebraska. We're going to get the ball at the 37 thanks to the penalty.
Sets the offense up with a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10.
Laga takes this on the counter. And, he got nothing.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up
take
and
Laga
get
out
physical
after
against
this
the run
play.
game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Short connection to the tight end here.
The tight end makes the catch. He gets the first down.
First down to the 27. Now this is
Echo is back in the game after the injury back in the first quarter. This one to Stewart on the catch. He gets 8. 6th catch of the day.
To be able to get the ball, to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
2nd and 2.
Are going to cash in this red zone trip. The quarterback's got it on the option.
Income tosses it to Echo. Echo gets the first up to the 15.
He picks up the first. Good execution on the option. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down.
Throw to Ware. He gets
It's Ware.
3rd and 1. He's down at the 6.
Moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. So here
And we are on the move.
red zone, the kind of play that decides football.
And Echo dives into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Michigan increases their lead
Chris, I know the backs
as
get a lot of
George
attention
Echo
for
gets
this
the
touchdown.
touchdown.
I was focused on the
It
offensive
is
line.
26-7.
Echo
Echo finds the hole, gets in. Michigan gets the carry, gets the going. They want us to go for 2, which I get because it would make it a 3-point, make it a 3-score game. So
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion.
we're gonna go for it again.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw.
Oh, not good.
It's going to be incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there. Risky throw. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
And the kick is away. It's going to be a touchback. 26-7.
But instead,
And let's see what they do. And they turn it over on downs. We are into the final quarter. They tried to go for it on 4th down. When they will hand us the ball at the Nebraska 31. I'm going to turn on the 2 clock function for the rest of this quarter because at this point, we want to get out of here.
From the shotgun now, here's an
Echo
give.
with the handoff. He gets the first down up to the 16.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense. The guys up
and
front,
Echo, he got the first down, 1st and goal at the 2. Echo up to 80 yards on the ground.
Line it up with 1st and goal.
Ulaga's back healthy. Echo is going to take the handoff into the end zone. Michigan's lead is, well,
I think we're starting to
out
kind
of
of see
control.
a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job.
It
and he's
is
doing an
32
outstanding job
to
of just
7.
reading the defense,
10 carries,
finding the hole,
82
and
yards.
being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the extra point is up. It is good. 33 to 7. 8:25 to go in the game.
After putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
The kick is away into the end zone and down for a touchback. We're going to go ahead and bring in all of the backups for offense and defense because, well, it's over. All right, so the defense makes another stop. They tried to go for it on 4th down. Of course, they did. We will get the ball at the Nebraska 45-yard line. The second team offense will hit the field.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field.
Tim Mastard being there
far,
with
double
George.
digits at the break, building on the lead here in the 2nd half.
Should be Bulaga. Why Echo is in there? I don't. Whoa! Okay, no, bad.
The line, it's a loss of 2. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down.
Throw to the receiver. He makes the catch. That's Stewart. He gets 5.
Well short of the marker.
3rd and 5.
3rd down plays coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Blade making his first catch. He gets the first down. And he's up to the 26.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition.
Ulaga takes the handoff, takes the pitch, but he lost the yard.
Offense behind the 6
Should
now
have flipped it.
and 11 after the 1-yard loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in the 3rd down. What's an offense
And that
doing on
was
3rd
the
down?
run blitz
I think what's also important
by
is
Massey.
how well you defend 1st down.
And Bulaga
You
got
can
taken
hold your
down.
opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss. You throw the offense out of whack.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. And number 4 makes the tackle. Nebraska is going to get the ball at the 16 after that. But we've got an injury for Nebraska. I made a bad decision. And I knew it after I made the. As soon as I released the ball, I was like, shit. I was like, shit. Hopefully the receiver plays defense, and that didn't even happen. So we're gonna get the ball at the 42. 3:29 to go in the game.
And the Michigan offense
Master back there with Vince Hicks. Hicks going to take the handoff. He's going to find a hole. He's going to get some yards. He got 4.
You don't always have to have big plays plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down, we're going to throw it.
Oh, that one got knocked down by a defender.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Throws it to number 4, but he's close. 4th and 2.
Short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. The Wolverines will look to convert here on 4th down.
Ulaga takes the handoff. He gets nothing. Nebraska will get the ball back. With 2:23 to go, they get the stop. But they do nothing with it as they have to hand it over. They tried to go for it on a 4th and 17. They will hand it over at the Michigan 23. 59 seconds to go in the game.
First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football.
Bastard hand throws it to Bulaga. Bulaga gets 9. He got knocked out of bounds.
Well, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting
Bulaga gets the first.
every chance they get.
Up to the 37.
Looking to keep this drive rolling.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job.
Oh, and that one is going back. And Nebraska gets a late touchdown. A pick 6 by Titus Reese. And I didn't notice he was there until after I released the ball, but he made good on that one. I'll give him that.
Here comes the point after attempt.
Kick is up. It is good. 17 seconds to go. Alrighty, here comes the kick again. And number 36 will return it. He will get taken down at the 16.
And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16.
They hand it off to Bulaga. Bulaga gonna get 9. That's gonna be the final play of the game. Michigan's gonna walk out of Lincoln with the victory, 33-14, as the Cornhuskers will suffer their second loss of the year. And this game was there was no doubt. George Eckel named player of the game. 11 carries, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. Eckel getting love from his teammates. As we see one of the 2 touchdowns that he had on the ground. Michigan picks up the victory. They improve. They are now 5-1, 4-1 in Big Ten play. Nebraska falls to 5-2, 2-2 in Big Ten play. Michigan 33, Nebraska 14. Nebraska's Nick Lockridge goes 8 of 28, 78 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 picks. He had 12 carries for 46 yards. Barry Gilman had 5 for 68. On the receiving front, only 2 receivers had 2 catches. One was Joshua Gee. He was tailback, 2 catches for 2 yards. The other, Joseph Butt, 2 for 28. The touchdown came in the form of Max Peel, 1 catch, 14 yards, a touchdown. Defensively, Mike Dwyer led the team with 15 tackles. Chauncey Combs was right behind him with 14. Stephen Watt, Andre Free, and Titus Reese had the interceptions. Reese, of course, had the pick six that gave Nebraska their other touchdown, and that is pretty much it for Nebraska. Now for Michigan. Val Income goes 20 of 29, 168, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Tim Masters goes 4 of 7, 35 yards, 2 picks. On the rushing side, Ontarius Bulaga, 25 carries, 105 yards, and a touchdown. George Eckel, 11 carries, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. On the receiving side, Steven Stewart, 7 for 58. Tony Fiat, 4 for 35. Ontarius Bulaga, 4 for 27. Defensively, Martin Roosevelt led the team with 5 tackles. He also had a half sack. Nathan Watt led the team with 1.5 sacks. Avery Howard, Morgan Trainer, and Martin Roosevelt had a half sack. No interceptions for the defense. Once again, Michigan walks out 33-14 as they roll over the black shirts here in Lincoln. So we walk out of week 7 with a victory. Our record improves to 5-1. 4-1 in Big Ten play. We go outside of the conference this upcoming week as we will go into the SEC to face Kentucky. And we have our first commitment for the 2032 class, and that is Dante Cross from Lombard, Illinois. The defensive end signs on the dotted line. We get him signed, but we lose. Well, we lost a pretty good number of recruits. We actually fall to number 10 in the country. So we get him, but we lose out on Artie Kilbrew. He reached his top 3, and we did not make the cutoff. The cutoff would be Miami, Oregon, and Ole Miss. Also, Ben Peters reached his top 5, and we did not make the list. We missed it by 1. Barry Timmerman decided to commit to Wisconsin, so we are definitely going to be looking for some safety help. Damon Dobbins decided to commit to Ohio State. You rat bastard. And Ezekiel Ring decided to commit to Michigan State. Really? You went to the little brother school? You know we're going to have to beat you up for the next 4 years, right? You went to the little brother school. All right, so we're going to have some work to do on the recruiting side. We are going to be hosting a 3-3 Kentucky team who is 1-3 in SEC play. Ugh, that's ugly. Oh no, I'm sorry. We're going on the road for that. My bad. Let me clean up my recruiting board real quick. So we have 350 hours to use for this week. Like I said, we have our first commit of the year. But we have some recruiting to do. We have 22 recruits signed. We're going to need another corner and another strong safety. All right. We are going to add Lamar Vaughn and Dalvin Jefferson at corner. For the strong safety, we're going to have to actually go in and look at it. Okay, for strong safety, we're screwed. We're going to have to just suck it up and go into the offseason and pray to God that we can make it happen. All right, let's go ahead and recruit and scout the kids that we need. So Lamar Vaughn, we have done our due diligence with scouting, with recruiting. We're going to lock him up for 50 hours. Same thing with Dalvin Jefferson. We're going to get him recruited. Visits, we've got 4 recruits ready for a visit. We're going to schedule a visit for Ohio State for Andre Adjort, and we are going to hit him up for one-on-one coaching. Angel Brewer, brand exposure, Ohio State. Kiki Ali, Conference Prestige, Ohio State. And Lamar Vaughn, we're going to have to wait. We don't have anything on him, and I'm not pulling the trigger. So we've got 1 recruit left on the ready to visit list, but we don't have anything for him, even though he is in the top 3. He has a visit with Alabama scheduled for week 10. That's not going to be good for us. All right, so let's look at that top 25 in the Heisman Watch. So right off the bat, Kentucky is coming off of an overtime loss to Texas. Texas survives 42-40 to remain the number 1 team in the country. Actually, they moved up to the number 1 team in the country. So, wow. So, the SEC now occupies the number 1 and number 2 spots in the top 25. Notre Dame, who was on a bye week, drops from number 1 to number 3. Ole Miss stays at 4. Duke moves up to number 5. Oregon drops from 5 to 6. Miami stays at 7. Ohio State stays at 8. Georgia moves up a spot. We drop 1 from 9 to 10. Florida State stays at 11. USC stays at 12. Bama moves up to number 13 from 17 as they railroaded Missouri 66-27. Oklahoma's at 14. Mississippi State's at 15. Pitt is number 16. Auburn loses their 2nd game of the year, this one to Oklahoma, falling from number 13 to number 17. Washington jumps up from 23 to 18. TCU goes from 22 to 19. Florida and NC State enter the land of the ranks at 20 and 21. Nebraska falls from 16 to 23 with their loss to Michigan. Wisconsin joins the rankings at number 23. South Carolina falls from 15 to 24, losing by 3 to Toledo. And the Miami Redhawks pull in at number 25. We see 4 teams drop out of the rankings this week, including number 14 Penn State, number 21 SMU, number 24 Tennessee, and the former number 25 Florida Atlantic. Now for the Heisman watch list. We have a new man at the top of the totem pole. That would be quarterback Ezekiel Anangwe of Auburn. Joining him closer to the top is Oregon tailback Jason Cockrell, as well as Utah State wide receiver Marquez Folk. Both Cordell Armand and Jeremiah Parrish of Notre Dame fall in the rankings. They fall to 4 and 5 respectively. Yeah, let's see. Marquise Fultz has almost 100 yards on 9 receptions and a receiving touchdown. Vaulting him up, that'll work. Jason Cockrell rushes for over 155 yards and 3 touchdowns and adds a receiving touchdown. So, again, that'll help. And then, Auburn's quarterback, he throws for 2 touchdowns, throws for 291 yards, and has a rushing touchdown of his own. So, yeah, sure. Account yourself for 3 touchdowns and a 42-35 loss to Oklahoma, and you're gonna move up. So Alright, so we are facing Kentucky. I am going to take a look at the injury report because I haven't done that in a while. We do not have anybody on the injured list, which kind of excites me and also scares me. Kentucky, well, they're not so lucky. They are missing Will linebacker Demarius Cheek, Mike linebacker Devin Noon, left tackle Gordon Thompson, and tailback Manny Ramirez. All out multiple weeks. Ramirez out 3 weeks with a torn labrum. Thompson's out 3 with a dislocated hip. Dislocated ankle lands Noon on the injured list for 7 weeks. And a torn bicep gets Cheek 6 weeks. I can see why they're having trouble. I can see it. Alright, so for Kentucky, their starting quarterback is Connor Carriage. He's a redshirt senior from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He is a 4-year starter with Kentucky. And over the past 2 years, he has put up some impressive numbers. So, ooh, damn. Okay. Excuse me. Nazir Spear. It will be his running back, as will George Mario. Of course, they're missing Ramsey due to him being on the injured list. Otherwise, Ramsey would be the guy. But you live you learn, and you get loves. Their top receiver is Juan Marshall, and then Emmanuel Catala. So they seemingly don't have a lot of threats with the receivers, but you never know, it could get kind of sneaky. So that's what we got to look forward to. Cool. Alright, so we're going to be going into week number 8, and we're taking on a 3-3 Kentucky team, and I'm just going to be completely honest. Not really feeling it. So what I'm going to do is we're going to jump into this game And I am going to send the opening 3 quarters. I'm going to send the first 3 quarters, and I'm going to see where we're sitting at. And then after that, we'll see if it's worth it or not. Because I'm just not sure. And honestly, if I'm not sure, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm just not going to do it. All right, let's get into it. Kentucky, Michigan, from Lexington, Kentucky.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth
We're dealing with
Stadium
rainy
in Lexington,
conditions.
Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College
Dealing with
Football,
some
I'm
nasty
Davis,
rainy
joined here
conditions.
as always by David Pollack and
That's
Jesse
gonna-
Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
That is going to favor running the football for damn sure. And we're going to be kicking it off, starting on defense.
The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway.
And the kick, and here we go.
He'll
It will
return
be
it.
returned.
The coverage
And he
team
gets
maintains
dropped
this,
at the
but
14.
Not much doing on that return. The Wildcats offense will get the football first. This wide receiver
Matlock
matchup is one that
and
we've been
Marshall
waiting to
as
see.
the
You have 2 guys on
top
either
2
side,
guys.
Jesse, who are really going to.
And let's get into it. So at the end of the first period, Kentucky is actually ahead 3-0. And we're going to go, oh wow, we're going into the second half with Kentucky having a 7-point lead. Let's see. They hit a field goal on their first drive, a 27-yarder. That put them on the board. Michigan did not answer until we got into quarter number 2. They hit a 47-yard field goal to tie it at 3. And Kentucky answered with a touchdown pass from Carnage to Juan Marshall, 10 yards, putting them up 10-3. We had a bad drive. Kentucky then turned around and got themselves on the board with another touchdown, putting themselves up 17-3 as we are about to enter the second half by that same score. So we're moving into the third quarter. We get on the board. We took the lead. So it is 24-20. So we hit a 51-yard field goal to push it to 17-13. Kentucky ended up having to give the ball back. We ended up scoring a touchdown, pushing it to a 20-17 Michigan lead, our first lead of the game, as Val Income hit Tony Fiad for a 17-yard score. Kentucky answered back with a 3-yard run by Nazir Spear, pushing it to 24-20, which is where we are sitting at currently at this present point as we get ready to enter the final quarter. So we have the ball at the 37-yard line to start the final quarter. We are down 24-20.
So first down,
Nebraska, Kentucky has been hanging on to the football and playing ball control. Eckel takes the handoff. He's up past midfield to the 48 or 46. Can't really tell. First down, Michigan.
Can you
Okay,
physically
it's
dominate
46.
the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Eckel takes another handoff. He's up to 71 yards rushing.
They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
Another handoff. This one is Ontarius Bulaga. He gets 7.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type
Eckel
of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing
takes
just
the handoff. He finds the first down. Reggie Driver is down injured. The clock will stop. We have the ball at the 23-yard line.
As the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to go right back.
Hand off to Eckel. Eckel gets the first up to the 13. Driver is going to be out for the time being with a bruised shoulder. Jeff Meekins is going to slide in.
Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll leave it with him.
Eckel, close, but he fumbled the football. They get it back, and Desmond Ware ends up getting injured on the play. Ooh. I guess that's what I get for trying to dive into the end zone. And Bulaga gets into the end zone. And Michigan retakes the lead. With the extra point to come, it will be a 3-point lead.
3-yard lead in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Kick is up. It is good. 27-24. 9 plays. 74 yards. Ware is going to be out right now with the ankle bruise. Larry Dubois is going to step in.
Toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside
and the kick
of the
is into the end zone, but it will be returned. He goes down at the 16-yard line. So let's see what Kentucky does as Ontarius Bulaga took it in from a yard out. And they answered with a field goal, tying it at 27. 6:06 to go. We will get the ball at the 25 after the touchback. A 30-yard field goal by Joaquin Angel. And
guys, here come those
we're going to have to do something here.
There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive.
And Bulaga gets stuffed. He got 2.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
That one caught by Lay. He gets the first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it.
Bulaga finds a hole. He gets 3.
3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Doy has the catch. He got caught in the spin, but he gets the first down. Over 200 yards for income through the air, and we are on the move.
How about putting the ball right on his numbers, not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum, right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running.
Laga takes the handoff, and he got a yard.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top.
Ooh, no.
A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Stewart with the catch, makes a break, gets the first down. He's up to the 21, 223 for income. As we are threatening.
New set of downs after the completion.
Laga takes a handoff. He's up the middle. He gets 8 on the carry up to the 13.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone.
We're going to bring Echo back in after this play. Laga is going to take the handoff. He's going to get the first down. He's going to get dropped at the goal line. 1st and goal. Echo is in the backfield. 1st and goal. Echo gets. No, he got stuffed at the goal line.
One tackle, but still only a modest gain. 2nd and goal for this offense.
It's 2nd and goal. They're going to try it again. Echo gets in this time. And Michigan takes a 33-27 lead with 2:13 to go.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So we are an extra point away from being up by 7. The extra point is up. It is good. 11 plays, 76 yards, 3:53 off the clock, 2:13 left in the game. They have the 2-minute timeout, and then they have the rest of the clock. They need a touchdown to force overtime. They're going to return it. He's going to get dropped at the 14-yard line. And the defense will take the field.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution.
There's a handoff to the tailback, but he's going to get dropped. No gain on the carry. And we're down to the 2-minute timeout. 2 minutes to go.
Now when we get down there, focus on.
You know what? Let's watch this. I want to see what happens. So, let's watch this drive, shall we? 2 minutes to go. 13-yard line. Kentucky needs a touchdown to force overtime. They get a pass to the receiver, to the tight end, but they have to call a quick timeout. 1:56 to go. 3rd and 3. There's the pitch, and the tailback gets taken down. It is 4th and 4. They're jumping on the ball, and they're going for it on 4th down. They're going to throw it, and they get the big catch, and he's on the move, and oh my God, Kentucky is an extra point away from tying this. As George Moreno made one hell of a catch. He got behind the defense, and nobody was catching his ass. Nobody was catching him. Here comes the extra point. It is up. It is good. 1:14 to go. 1:14 to go. And Michigan will get the ball after the kick, which is down for a touchback. 1:11 to go. Good news, we have all 3 of our timeouts. Bad news, we're doing this shit in the rain. And, we've got to move the football.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down.
Income takes off running. He got 2.
On that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. Gets it out quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Timeout on the field, and everybody wants to
Okay, 3rd and 2. We need the first
and
down.
the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
We're gonna no.
Make the connection on 3rd
Wow.
thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's
We're gonna punt the ball away.
The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass. Big 4th down and short.
26 seconds to go.
So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down.
Quick throw to the tailback. And they use their final timeout. No, they got 1 timeout left. 2nd and 2 from the 46. They're going to hand it. He's going to get dropped. They're going to use their final timeout. 17 seconds to go. 3rd and 2.
Come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Motion from the wideout. They'll throw on 3rd and short.
And the quick throw to the receiver. He's going to get dropped. Play stays in bounds.
Completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And
They're going to spike it. 7 seconds to go. Running to prevent defense.
2nd and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. A shot toward the end zone.
That one is going to get knocked down.
But it might not matter.
And
Flag
let's
is down, and it
see.
looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
They're going to call pass interference on the defense.
So the game will continue for at least one more play as the penalty gives the offense an untimed down.
I'm guessing they're going to give us the ball. No. They're kicking a field goal. And we blocked the field goal.
He picks it up.
And we're going to overtime.
Well, guys, let's
Wow.
headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams
Wow.
going back and forth. So of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Damn.
Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession
Wow.
each. Who's the better team?
All right,
I didn't
guys,
expect
so here
that.
we go in overtime, and just to
I did
refresh
not expect
everyone's
that.
memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand
Damn.
what you need. Try
They're
to
gonna
hold them
take
to a field
defense
goal. The
first.
offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays back and forth.
So we're going to
Who's
start
got
with the
anything
ball
left in the tank here in OT?
at the 25.
We'll get it started here in overtime.
Eckel takes the handoff, and he got
Give him a couple on
2.
that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll pull it down.
Income gets the first. He slides down to the 12.
Slides to avoid the hit. And the Wolverines have moved it inside the 20.
Eckel into the end zone, and Michigan answers with a touchdown as George Eckel takes the option into the end zone, and Michigan is up by 6, 40-34. The extra point to come.
Was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
George Eckel gets into the end zone and puts Michigan ahead on their first drive of the overtime period.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
And the kick is up. It is good.
Is true, and they're on top by 7.
3 plays, 25 yards, and the touchdown. Michigan is up 41-34. Defense will take the field, knowing stop them, we win the game. Don't, we go to another overtime.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown.
And Kentucky making the throw, and ball got separated. So we got 2nd and 10.
Of the secondary on defense, that defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And they're going to go for it. They're going to throw it across the middle, makes the catch, and Kentucky is on the board. Tyree Moultrie makes the catch there. He found the hole in the defense and got into the end zone. Kentucky will go for the extra point. And it's going to double overtime. So defense will go back out again. I'm going to be completely honest, I don't want to watch the defense this time. I'm looking at 3rd and 3 right now as they are not doing too well. 4th and inches. They get a field goal. So Michigan needs a field goal to tie, a touchdown to take the lead, as we held them to a 32-yard field goal on the drive. So we're off to a decent start here.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. On the move.
Eckel takes the handoff. He gets the first down to the 13-yard line.
You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the
Eckel with 3 touchdowns already, over 100 yards rushing.
Just enough where this running back can get into space and make
Income takes the option, and he runs into the end zone, and Michigan takes the win. Foul Income takes the option run, and Michigan is going to win this 47-44. A comeback where Michigan, they survived. They beat a game Kentucky team who, damn the record, they put up one hell of a fight. Foul Income, player of the game, 229 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, listen, at the start
And
of the year,
just
there are a lot of goals that get
you
put
see
up
the
on black.
you see the
This
run,
football game is
and then the then the slide on the
You're
run
not
play
celebrating
there
that tonight.
on the
You're
option.
looking to build on this win,
I
moving
believe
ahead,
that was
because they've got bigger goals down the
the
road.
4th quarter, I
They do,
think.
and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season.
Wow.
Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve.
We were
You know,
down
at the end of the season, I
17
get
to
take a
10.
vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys. But
We
there's
were
some
down
work to be done
17
still.
to 10 going into the 3rd quarter.
From here for David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been
Put
watching
up
another
24
presentation
points
of EA Sports
between the 3rd and the
College
4th.
Football.
Held Kentucky to 17, got it into overtime, and won it by 3. Wow. Connor Carnage He went 28 of 40, 418, 4 touchdowns, no picks. I got no words. Nazir Spear, 18 carries, 60 yards and a touchdown. On the receiving front, Juan Marshall, 6 for 72 with a touchdown. Trey Monterly, 6 for 89 with a touchdown. Chuck Borage, 5 for 49. The other touchdown, well, one of the other touchdowns, George Murillo, 3 for 108 with a touchdown. Of course, 80 of that 108 came on that touchdown catch. So, you take 80 away from 106 and you got what's left off of 2 catches. So, that's where the numbers matter. And then the other touchdown, Kareem Pong, 1 catch, 43 yards, a touchdown. Defensively, the leading tackler was Dave Tavares. He had 11. They only had 1 sack. That was by Trevin Hope. No interceptions. None. 0. Zilch. Nada. Michigan. Val Income. 20 of 32. 229 yards. 2 touchdowns. On the ground, it was George Eckel, 18 for 123 and 2 touchdowns. Ontarius Bulaga, 10 for 44 and a touchdown. And then Val Income, 9 for 26, including what ended up being the game-winning touchdown on that option run. Receivers, Desmond Ware, 6 for 66. Tony Fiat, 5 for 69 and a touchdown. George Eckel, 3 for 24 and a touchdown. Defensively, the leading tackler was Caleb Kilgo with 8. We only got 1 sack, Clint Thompson with the sack. No interceptions for the Michigan defense. Once again, it took double overtime, but we get the win. 47-44. Never, I repeat, never look at a team's record and think just because, hey, they're 3-3 and they're not that good in SEC play, that they can't hang with you and make things interesting, because this game proves it. Kentucky falls to 3-4. Michigan improves to 6-1. If Michigan falls out of the top 10, it wouldn't shock me, just because of the fact that you look at the numbers and it took double overtime for us to beat a team that we should have beat down like they stole something, but that's neither here nor there. So week 8 is in the books. It's going to be interesting to see how much of it's going to be interesting to see what they lean this against. So we lost 3 recruits, including a quarterback. We moved up 1 spot to number 9 in the country. On the recruiting front, we have 4 recruits coming in to visit us. No. Oh shit, I lost more recruits than I thought. So we had 4 recruits coming to visit us this week. We only technically have 3. Anthony Maddox, he signed with Oregon. The 5-star strong safety, he decided to sign with Oregon. He is going to Oregon next year. I can say is good luck. We have Quentin Osmoon, Josh Whittaker, and Evan Counselor coming in for visits this week. We lost quarterback Tyrone Long. He broke it down to his top three. It's LSU, Eastern Michigan, and South Carolina. I have a funny feeling it's going to be LSU in the end. Also, Isaiah Bridges and Bobby Swain locked us out. Swain is looking at Clemson and Ohio State. I have a funny feeling he's going to pick Clemson. And Bridges is looking at LSU and Florida. I'm thinking LSU just because he's from Louisiana, but you never know. So we will be back at home. We will be hosting Washington in week number 9. Before I wrap this up, let's take a look at the top 25 and then let's take a look at the Heisman. So for the top 25, the top 3 stay the same. It's Texas, LSU, and Notre Dame. Duke moves up to number 4 thanks to Ole Miss suffering their first loss of the year as they lose to Georgia 41-27. Georgia, thanks to that victory, moves up from number 9 to number 5. Oregon drops from number 6 to number 7. Miami moves from number 7 to number 6. Michigan goes from 10 to number 9 with that victory. Alabama is in the top 10. They are 7-0 on the year. Let's see. Auburn moves up to 14. NC State, Nebraska. TCU's at 17. South Carolina is at 18. Pitt loses their first game of the year, 21-10 to Miami, dropping from 16 to 19. I will be back in just 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Nature came calling. Okay, so Pitt dropped from 16 to 19, losing to Miami. Florida State drops from number 11 to number 21, losing 50-17 to Notre Dame. Tennessee jumps up to number 22 from being unranked. Oklahoma drops from 14 to 23, losing by 3 to South Carolina. USC drops from number 12 to number 24, losing 31-14 to Nebraska. The Miami Redhawks still remain at number 25. The only team to drop out of the rankings, surprisingly, even after all of this movement, was number 20, Florida. They dropped out of the rankings. Now, on to the Heisman watch list, shall we? The Heisman watch list. Ezekiel Nangwe dropped from the very top of the list to the very bottom of the list. Ouch. Jason Cockrell of Oregon is the new number 1. at the top of the list. He had 21 carries, 163 yards, and a rushing touchdown against Penn State. Quincy Melton of Utah State jumped up to number 2. He put up 3 touchdowns, 2 in the air, 386 yards, and a rushing touchdown in a losing effort to San Jose State. And USC's Marcus Bryant rejoins the list. He had 9 catches, 109 yards, and a touchdown in a losing effort to Nebraska. Notre Dame's quarterback, Parrish, is no longer on the list. Cordell Armish still remains at number 4. He had 7 receptions, 166 yards, and 3 touchdowns against Florida State in the victory. Ezekiel Nangwe didn't. They had Auburn must have had a bye week, and he dropped from the top of the list to the very bottom. The Heisman Trophy is a very fluid thing. I believe, if I remember correctly, after this upcoming week against Washington, the CFP rankings will be released. Right now, we are looking at a top 15 matchup. Number 9, Michigan, hosting number 13, Washington. Both teams are 6-1. Washington is 3-1 in conference play. Michigan is 4-1. Let's take a quick look at the conference standings and familiarize ourselves a little bit. So, Oregon is still standing at the top of the Big Ten at 7-0. I gotta be honest, I want to know who the hell they beaten. Well, they started out against FCS East. So they beat they beat Iowa to open Big Ten play. Then they beat Michigan State. Then they beat their rival Oregon State. They beat Ohio State. Wow. And they did it in pretty convincing fashion too, 41-24. And then they beat the newest member of one of the newest, I guess you would say the newest member of the Big Ten. That would be Boise State. They beat Purdue. I mean, everybody beats Purdue, so that's not really new. They beat Rice. They beat Penn State by 2. They play Nevada this week. That's a non-conference game. And then they have 2 more conference games against Maryland and Minnesota. So by all rights, they should be hosting whoever slips into the number 2 slot for the Big Ten title. And right now, if the season was to end today, that would be Ohio State. Ohio State is 5-1 in Big Ten play. We are 4-1. Washington is 3-1. Then you have Nebraska, USC, and Wisconsin, each at 3-2. Penn State is 4-3. UCLA is 2-2. Iowa 3-3. Boise State 3-4. Illinois is 2-3. Michigan State is 2-3. Maryland is 2-4. Rice is 2-5. Indiana and Minnesota are 1-4. And then you have Purdue sitting at 0-6. Their only wins of the year came against an FCS East team, and then they beat UConn by a field goal. I hate to say it, but Purdue, they may be looking at getting ousted out of the Big Ten. If not at the end of this year, then probably at the end of next year. I'm just saying. It's a possibility. All right, so we have coming up on our next stream, we have a home game against 6-1 Washington. And then we will be going on the road to Iowa City to face the Iowa Hawkeyes. Those will be the next 2 games that we will be fitting into our live stream. And then we will finish the year up. We will host. We will not leave Ann Arbor for the next, from the 13th of November to, well, the 28th of November, as we will face Liberty, Minnesota, and Ohio State, all at home to end the year. That is what we're looking at right now. So we will be back with weeks 9 and 10. Those will more than likely be tomorrow, sometime tomorrow or over the weekend. Again, it depends on what my schedule looks like going into next week, because right now I don't know, but we'll see. I will have a baseball. I will have an MLB The Show live stream. That will be later tonight. Yeah, that'll be later tonight. So until then, I will see you guys later. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy your Thursday. I actually had to remind myself what day it was. Enjoy your Thursday, and we will see you. We will see you tonight, later tonight, for an MLB The Show live stream, and we will be back here with more college football either Friday or over the weekend, again, depending on what my schedule looks like. So I will see you guys then, and y'all have a great day.